Tiger Woods' insane rich lifestyle is different. Tiger Woods is widely regarded as one of the greatest golfers of all time, and he's been paid accordingly. As a result, Tiger lives lavishly, splurging on luxury yachts, mansions, jets, and more. So how much is Tiger Woods worth? How did he manage to accumulate his wealth? Curious to know? Let's find out. Tiger Woods has kept golf fans on the edge of their seats for decades, both on and off the course. Finally, according to Forbes, Woods' net worth is estimated to be at least $1 billion. With $121 million in prize money, he has won more money than any other professional golfer in history, and he topped Forbes' highest paid athletes list for 10 years in a row until 2012. Woods also reached the financial milestone despite declining a lucrative contract to compete in the Saudi-backed Live Golf Tour, which would have paid him in the mid-9 figures, according to reports. This comes just days after Greg Norman revealed that Woods turned down a high 9 figures offer to play in the Saudi-funded Live Golf League in order to remain on the PGA Tour. For the time being, current and former Live Golf circuit players are not permitted to compete in PGA-sponsored events. Throughout his career, Tiger's endorsements accounted for 92.4% of his total revenue of $1.6 billion, which is a significant sum. Tiger Woods earned his first $100 million in less than 8 months after turning professional. After winning the Masters in 1997, he signed a $40 million deal with Nike and a $20 million deal with Titleist for over 5 years. Soon after, he signed a 5-year, $30 million contract with American Express. That means that Tiger had made his first $100 million only 264 days after turning pro. And in the year 2000, Tiger received a new Nike contract that was worth $100 million over 5 years. During his career, golf accounted for only approximately 7.6% of his total earnings. Tiger Woods' net worth is $118 million as a result of his involvement in the PGA Tour and other tournaments, such as the Masters. However, in 2009, Tiger hit a rough patch. Not only did he have a major car crash, it was also when it came to light that he had multiple extramarital affairs. Not only did Tiger Woods lose his wife and the respect of some of his fans, some of Woods' sponsors cut ties with the golfer. It all started in November 2009, when Woods' car was reported to have driven out of his Florida driveway, smashed into a fire hydrant, and slammed into a tree belonging to a neighbor. In the days and weeks that followed, the public discovered that he had been cheating on his wife and was a serial philanderer. The seemingly self-assured champion was actually a severely flawed individual. One of the first companies to drop Tiger's name was AT&T and Gatorade, followed by Accenture and Gillette. These were the 4 biggies that dropped Woods soon after the scandals broke. His losses were estimated at around $34 million, but his biggest partner, Nike, stuck with him. And it was reported that his divorce settlement cost him a reported $100 million in 2010. He took a break from golf and checked himself into rehab for what was widely assumed to be sex addiction treatment. In a 14-minute televised apology in February 2010, he apologized for his irresponsible and selfish behavior. Tiger and Ellen divorced, and the golfer went on to date a US skier, Lindsey Vonn, before marrying Erica Herman, the general manager of his Jupiter, Florida restaurant. However, even though these setbacks, Tiger managed to increase his net worth. According to Forbes, despite recovering from the vehicle accident, Woods has made $68 million in off-course income in the last 12 months. With such an incredible income, it's no surprise that Tiger owns a 10-acre property in Jupiter, Florida. The property was built from scratch just for Woods and cost $55 million to build. It includes a pitch and putt golf course, as well as a private dock. And Tiger likes to travel in style, and does this in his own Gulfstream G550 private jet, worth about $54 million. Despite the fact that he has only recently competed in the Masters and the PGA Championship and has not competed in any tournaments during the calendar year 2021, that sum alone would place him as the world's 14th highest paid athlete. His professional accomplishments are incredible, coming in second only to Jack Nicklaus's 18 major titles. When you look at his professional win records, it's easy to see why he's so valuable. 11 PGA Player of the Year awards, 15 major victories, 82 PGA Tour victories, 41 European Tour victories, and 5 Masters victories. At 683 weeks, he held the record for the longest period of time on top. The golfer who finished second was only 331 weeks old. Isn't this a crazy record? The majority of his fortune is derived from a multi-million-dollar endorsement deals with over a dozen companies, including Gatorade, Monster Energy, TaylorMade, Rolex, and Nike, which he then joined in 1996 and remains his staunchest supporter. Woods also used his celebrity and wealth to launch a number of new businesses, including a golf design firm, a live events production company, and a restaurant. Through TGR Ventures, Woods has invested in Full Swing, a golf technology training tool, Herd, a hospitality software firm, and Popstroke, a luxury mini-golf experience with 4 locations in Florida and plans to open a half dozen more across the country in 2022. Woods is also a partner in a SPAC that was announced in January, and he is an investor in Nexus Luxury Collection, a series of clubs and resorts, along with British billionaire Joe Lewis's Tavistock Group, golf rival Ernie Els, and Justin Timberlake. According to Joe Favorito, a veteran sports business consultant and Columbia speaker, he came at the right time in the right sports as an athlete with a diverse background who was affable. Brands like knowing they're getting someone who is popular with both traditional and casual fans. So what changed that brands now pay these incredible amounts for endorsement deals? First and foremost, there is the value of watching live sports on television. Almost no other programming can still reliably generate a large audience in a streaming world. In 2011, sporting events accounted for 51 of the top 100 telecasts of the year. That figure was 95 out of 100 last year. The dollar value of television contracts has risen, taking player salaries, or in the case of golf, tournament prize money with them. Jack Nicklaus earned $5.7 million during his 4-decade professional playing career, which began in 1961. That represents less than a third of Woods' 27-year inflation-adjusted earnings. Woods' influence on golf's television ratings and purse sizes cannot be overstated. According to former CBS president Neil Pilson, when Woods was not in contention at a tournament in the early 2000s, TV audiences dropped by 30% to 50%. This so-called Tiger effect helped to nearly triple PGA Tour winnings between 1996 and 2008, a period in which Woods won 14 major championships. Wood was the most prolific athlete endorser in history, earning more than $100 million per year off the course at his peak. He topped Forbes' list of the highest-paid athletes for 10 years in a row, ending in 2012. Even his dramatic fall from grace following his 2009 Thanksgiving car accident did not derail his earning power. Despite hardly ever teeing up the ball while recovering from a serious car accident, Woods earned $68 million in off-course income in the last year, making him the 14th highest-paid athlete in the world. Seeing Woods fight through obvious pain has sparked a new wave of Tiger mania, with fans and sponsors rallying behind him as a resilient survivor, rather than an invincible conqueror. Woods' fortune is secure regardless of whether he ever swings a golf club again. Despite withdrawing from the final round of last month's PGA Championship due to soreness in his surgically repaired legs and back, he has already announced his commitment to play in this summer's Open Championship at St. Andrews, and hasn't ruled out playing more events this year. Initially, he was a straightforward role model. He personified the American dream. In some ways, his difficulties have even raised his profile. Following his 5th back procedure in January, Woods announced that he would compete in this year's Masters. "I'm feeling okay. I'm a little stiff," Woods told CBS television. "I have another MRI scheduled, so we'll see if I can resume other activities at that time." It's unclear whether the man who has overcome numerous challenges in the past will be able to overcome the challenges he faces as a result of the current vehicle accident. Only time will tell. We do know that Tiger Woods is now officially a billionaire, and he managed to achieve this status without the help of the Saudis. But it was thanks to his endorsements and real estate that he now is a billionaire. What do you think about Tiger's net worth? And do you think Tiger will make a comeback? And are you a fan of Tiger Woods? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.